guys, welcome to Math Plus Tutors. Today we are going to be attempting a basic word problem, but before we begin, let us just review our strategy for today. So first we would like to read the question carefully, highlight key information, develop a strategy, finally execute that strategy, and then you'll be invited to verify your answer at the end of the video. So the question for today is the following. Two runners start their run from opposite ends of a road. Runner A runs at a speed of 4 kilometers per hour. Runner B runs at a speed of 3 kilometers per hour. The length of the road is 14 kilometers. At what distance will the two runners meet? Now that we've read the question, I will invite you guys to highlight key information. Alright, now that we have our key info highlighted, I will invite you to develop a strategy and check that strategy along with me here. So we've got runners going from opposite ends of the road, so maybe we'll draw something of a road here. It's not infinite, so let's put endpoints on either side, ignore the arrows. Got runner A over here, and runner B on the other end. Now runner A runs at 4 kilometers per hour. It's worth noting here as well. Runner B runs at 3 kilometers per hour. And the total distance of the road is 14 kilometers. So we know that we have runner A that's going to be running in this direction, runner B running in this direction, and they're going to be meeting somewhere around here, and that's what we're trying to calculate. One of the things we know about these two runners is that the point at which they are meeting, regardless of that distance, it is going to be the same time for both of them. So now that we know that the time A and time B will be equal to one another, we can use the distances that both of these runners are going to run individually to sum it up to the total length of the road, which is 14, and to try to find our t. And this is how we're going to do that. The distance for runner A and runner B is just going to be equal to the speed at which runner A or runner B is running, which we can denote by V with a subscript A and V subscript B, multiplied by the amount of time that they run. So we know the speed for person A is 4 kilometers an hour, multiplied by some t that we do not know. Speed for runner B is 3 kilometers an hour, multiplied by the speed that we don't know, which is the same speed, or sorry, it's the same time as that we're looking for over here. And we know that this VAT on our graph here, or picture, is maybe, let's say, the length from here to here. So this is 4t, let's say. On the other hand, the rest of the way, because they are both meeting at one point and they're starting at opposite ends of the street, the rest of this way is going to be 3t. So 4t plus 3t equals the total distance between both individuals at their starting point, 14. Now that we have our expression here, all we need to do is to solve for t, and we will be able to find the time at which both of those individuals meet. And once we have that, we can calculate this point from any distance. Could be from the perspective of person A or the perspective of person B. But the key thing is to find the time at which they meet. So all we're doing is solving for the t here. So 4t plus 3t is 7t equals 14. We're going to divide both sides by 7, and we end with 2. So, may seem unrealistic in this question, however, they will be running and meeting in 2 hours. Now that we've finally solved for our T, where the two runners meet, we can calculate the meeting point, or the location where the two will be meeting, from the perspective of each individual. So for person A, or runner A, we said earlier that it was VA times T. We knew that VA was 4, and now we know that T, it's the same T that we solved for here, which is 2 hours. So we multiply by 2. So we know that from the perspective of runner A, they will be meeting 8 kilometers from his or her starting point. And likewise for runner B, we take V, B, T. We know that runner B was running at a speed of 3. The meeting point occurs 2 kilometers after the run has begun. So this means that from the perspective of runner B, he will be meeting, or she will be meeting with runner A 6 kilometers from his or her starting point. So to verify our answer, let us go through the problem one more time. 2 runners start their run from opposite ends of a road. Runner A runs at a speed of 4 kilometers an hour. Runner B runs at a speed of 3 kilometers an hour. The length of the road is 14 kilometers. At what distance will the 2 runners meet? So we've begun by drawing a little picture of the situation here. We have our road, which is 14 kilometers long. We have runner A starting from one end, runner B starting from the other. Runner A runs 4 kilometers an hour, runner B runs 3 kilometers an hour. We also noticed that the time at which runner A will be meeting with runner B is exactly equal to the time at which runner B will be meeting with runner A, though the distances at which they will be meeting from their respective starting points will be different. Next, we look to calculate the distance for runner A with respect to time t, which is unknown to us at this point. So we know that the distance runner A will be running is his speed or her speed at 4 kilometers an hour times t, which we expressed as 4t, and we expressed that on our diagram in red. The distance that runner B will be running is his or her speed at 3 kilometers an hour times this unknown t, which we expressed in turquoise or blue on our diagram. Now we notice that the length 4t plus the length 3t must equal to the total distance of the road, which is 14 kilometers. So and we express this in this equation here, and we use this equation to solve for t, which we found to be t equals 2, in units 2 hours. Finally, what we did was we plugged in this t equals 2 into the distance equations we had earlier for runners A and runners B to calculate what the perspective is for each one of those runners in the distance that they traveled before they meet the opposite runner. So in the case of runner A, his distance or her distance traveled from his starting point or her starting point will be 8 kilometers, and the distance that runner B will have traveled before they meet runner A will be 6 kilometers. And that is what we expressed here on our diagram. To verify indeed that this is correct, and this will be the last step in checking our work, we are going to take both the distances that we calculated to see if they add back up to our original distance of the road, which was given to us as 14. So we simply take VAT plus VBT at t equals 2. We plug those in, which we know are 8 and 6. And we know that 8 plus 6 is 14. So we know in the end that indeed we got the right answers, where the meeting point is going to be 8 kilometers of a distance from runner A and 6 kilometers from the starting point of runner B. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video and are interested in more math help, please don't forget to like and subscribe to Math Plus Tutors, and don't forget to hit the bell notification button as well so that you may be alerted of all new videos that will be uploaded in the future. See you guys again soon. Bye-bye.